Thank you. I think Harry Reid needs Lanny Davis about now. Lanny Davis has got a great new book out, Crisis Tales, 5 Rules for Coping with Crises in Business, Politics, and Life. Among them is, I think, just talking straight, right?
Harry Reid has a very good heart, and I am sorry that the commander jumps to impugning motives rather than simply disagreeing with. The way Senator Reid did it was very clumsy. I would call it a gaffe. I wish he hadn't made the connection.
Do you think he was making an indirect link there?
I don't think he meant to. He's too good of a man, in my experience.
Well,
but
he mentioned this in the context of these soldiers dying and used sequester in the same paragraph.
Not good, and crisis management rule number 1 is when you make a mistake, you immediately say, I didn't mean it, not unsubstantiated. That comment out of his office is not the way I would have advised. It's Harry Reid saying, of course I didn't mean it. I misspoke is one of the...
All right, so let's talk a little bit about when politicians of either party get in trouble. You're a big believer, as you were with Bill Clinton, again, get out there right away, get ahead of it. You talk about getting all the facts out. But a lot of times I don't think presidents or those under arrest or CEOs understand the magnitude of the problem. How do you help them understand it?
It's when will they ever learn? Every time you see the same mistake being made, which is to give a half-truth or to say no comment because the lawyers are telling you to no comment, and there's no one to confront the lawyers. That's what's more important in politics, business, and life.
But it helps to make sure your confidants are lawyers, right?
Well,
you were reminding me that there again, attorney-client privilege kind of shields you from...
I got to be in the room with the lawyers to make the argument that it's better to get the facts out, take the hit, get the story behind you. If you're outside the room, which is what public relations firms are, they're only getting what the lawyers choose to tell them, which isn't going to be the full set of facts. But a lot of them get
too intellectual about it, Lanny. They just sort of, we can ride this out, we can ride this out. Like, remember the whole dust-up over the president golfing with Tiger Woods?
So this is a great example. I have an idea, Mr. President. You don't want press coverage of you golfing with Tiger Woods. Why they thought there shouldn't be press coverage. Everyone wants to golf with Tiger Woods. So let's not let the press cover. That's a way not to get press coverage. Kaboom, that's a way to pour kerosene on the fire. How is it they don't know that? So this is a classic mistake. People think if you have bad news, you can just be quiet and it will go away. No, it won't.
That begged the issue whether presidents are entitled to privacy. I think that was the White House's argument. It's a man's weekend, he's golfing.
Suppose they are entitled to. It doesn't matter what they think they're entitled to. The reality is you're going to inflame the press rather than let them show up on the first tee and the story is over with. This is, the Solyndra case is another one that I always think...
But always getting ahead.
Always
getting ahead. So you know with Solyndra there's going to be some bad stuff going to get ahead of it and say this is the exception, not the norm.
Get all the emails out immediately that there were bad optics on Solyndra. There was nothing wrong that was done. There was just a mistake.
An exception.
When will they ever learn?
Well, they don't. They don't. Lanny Davis, he does make you think on the right or left. If you're a CEO, you got to read this book because a lot of you guys are just treating us badly in the press, and we're all very, very lovely.